Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store. And how it is everybody doing today, man? Hey, real quick before we even jump into this, I want to give a special shout out to everybody who served, who did not make it back. We want to remember everybody that lost their lives on Memorial Day. We salute y'all for y'all service and everything that y'all done for us, man. So salute to y'all. And happy Memorial Day from everybody over here at the liquor store and everybody over at the trap, man. Salute to y'all.
Yes, sir, man. Salute to all the veterans that gave us that ultimate sacrifice. We appreciate y'all, man.
Indeed. So, hey, man. So we got some good stuff, set up for y'all today, man. I got some numbers broken down. We're in my wheelhouse. You know what I'm saying? Like we're looking at no nonsense, simplistic ways of improving the Dallas Cowboys offense in this upcoming season. So, I got some numbers broke down to back that up. But hey, y'all see who in the building with me, man, before we even get into that. Hey, landlord, talk to these folks, man. Let them know what's going on, man.
Yes, sir. Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media in here checking in, man, on Memorial Day. This is a Memorial Day special. We got that trap barbecue out there brewing. You understand me? Let's get it.
Yes, indeed. And listen, I haven't eaten barbecue all morning. My people cooked yesterday. I ate some in the middle of the night. I ate some when I first woke up. I ate some before I got on here. So, I have been indulging in the good old barbecue. So you ain't got nobody in your family that been on the grill. I'm just going to say a prayer for you because we've been going off.
Yes, prayers up to you.
Indeed. Also, man, y'all see our name, but you also see those cash apps at the bottom. I am still running a raffle for a Dallas Cowboy jersey. Like we have today, tomorrow, and the next day to get your entries in. So there's only 3 days left. If you want to participate in this raffle for the Dallas Cowboy jersey. So if you want a chance to win a Dallas Cowboy jersey of the winner's choice, because I let S.A. Richburg choose what he wanted. He got it shipped out. It's already on his way. He should have it by Thursday. So if you want to be like S.A. Richburg and get you a chance or opportunity to get a Cowboy jersey, just hit the Cash App, $Henny the Moore. And it's only $5 per entry. Send as many times as you want. It only improves your odds of winning. And also, landlord makes good quality ass content over there in the trap. Support him. His cash up down there at the bottom too. So you want us to. I'm not saying we'll stop making content, but you want more quality content more often. That incentivizes us to get on here, take the time out to make the content. So if you rock with the trap, you rock with the liquor store, please donate.
Please. And y'all know my raffle winners, I got the stuff in. It came over the holiday, so tomorrow morning I get up and go mail your stuff out. So I got the jersey and the hat. And Richard Coleman, I ain't gonna stop it. I'ma just whenever he come about, I'ma just give him his shirt. So make sure y'all contact Richard Coleman. I'ma I ain't gonna end it. Whenever he come about, we'll just make sure we get his shirt. So we'll just do it like that.
Indeed. Hey, Fish82 said he wanted to get his sweets. I'm still smoking deuce blunts. Oh, man. Hey, salute to you, though, Fish. I appreciate you tapping in. Hey, what's up with you, Buck Wayne? I see you tapping in, too, my guy. So, listen, man. I got to thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had talked to Jalen Tolbert. He was talking about, what was the exact term that he used? For
detailed, determined, fix.
Right. Yeah. He talked about a detailed, determined fix for the Dallas Cowboys offensive situation. And, I thought about thinking like, well, conceptually wise, what were they out there doing? Like, what were they doing the most? Was it effective? Did we really put Dak Prescott in the most optimal situations to be a successful elite Dallas Cowboys quarterback? And, I looked at the breakdowns. I compared his numbers for different passing concepts to other quarterbacks around the league, and it did not really stack up. So, we were talking about Kellen Moore not putting Dak Prescott in good situations to be successful. If you look at the overall numbers and you compare them to the guys that are winning championships, it doesn't really seem like he's been in an offense, that's structured to be a championship offense since he's been in the league. And I actually got the numbers compiled. I'm finna screen share it so that we all can take a look at it together. And I'm very interested to see what y'all think about this. So give me 2 seconds to get this uploaded.
Let's get it. And y'all know, make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card on both channels. We appreciate all the love and support. We out here on a holiday, drunk trapping with y'all. So we trying to get y'all some of this quality work. Let's get it.
All right, so landlord, I won't be able to see anything while I got this up, so you just control the chat box while I'm doing this. But can y'all see this? Are y'all able to see the screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, cool. So this is actually Dak Prescott's, career numbers broken down by passing concepts. So, I did a little bit of legwork to put this together because they did not have the career numbers for this stuff already set aside. So I went through, it took a little bit of time, but I went through year by year and broke down the attempts, completions, the touchdowns, and interceptions each and every season for these passing concepts for Dak Prescott. So when you look at here, right, and the first one is going to be for play action. We know that Dak Prescott is one of the best quarterbacks off of play action. So we went and looked at it. So 2022, 106 attempts, 67 completions, 7 touchdowns came on play action, only 1 interception.
Them some damn good numbers, ain't it, Mr. Hen?
Those are some impeccable numbers.
Yes.
2021, it was even better. 156 attempts, passing attempts out of play action, 111 completions. That boy threw 13 touchdowns to only 2 interceptions.
And we've been telling y'all, we know Dak is the best. Like, he's one of the best with the play action pass, bro. It's not even a question. You get Dak on the move, you get him rolling out, man, he's going to be on fire. And it seems like Kellen Moore did not want to participate in that type of stuff, man. It don't make no sense. Like, he going against what the quarterback does naturally well. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Like, as far as DQ and Kellen Moore, we already talked about it, how DQ emphasizes on what the players do the best. It don't matter what they can't do because you won't be in a situation to do that most of the times if you got a good coach. So this is what our problem was with the way Kellen Moore was running his offense.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And so let's put this into even further, context. Over the last 2 seasons, when Dak Prescott uses play action, he has thrown 20 touchdowns to only 3 interceptions, and he has 178 completions off of play action in the last 2 years. So let's do the quick math. Let's do the quick math on that, because I put this together for the entire body of work. But I know people are like to have recency bias. You know what I'm saying? I know people like to have recency bias. So let's just look at the last 2 seasons real quick. So Dak Prescott, last 2 seasons, 262 attempts, 178 completions. Well, let's divide that. That is a completion percentage of 68%, throwing 20 touchdowns and only 3 picks when using play action.
Man.
So through the roof, through the roof with that concept. Now, 2020, we all know that Dak Prescott really did not play.
Yeah, he had 5 games.
He played 5 games, but he still had a good completion percentage that year on play action. Now, he had no touchdowns and 1 interception, but in overall play action, when you look at that, he still completed 67% of his passes. The year before, 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. They're still almost a 2-1. 2018, 134 attempts, 92 completions, 7 touchdowns, only 1 pick.
These are impressive.
Very impressive. All right, let's go down one more year. We're going back in time. Back
to the future.
2017, Dak Prescott had 104 passing attempts coming out of play action, and he had 62 completions, 8 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. Then rookie Dak, like a lot of y'all were saying, this was the best version of Dak. It was not. He's gotten better every year.
Yes.
But he had 111 attempts out of the play action, 84 completions, 4 touchdowns, and not a single pick. So look at his cumulative numbers down here at the bottom. Like, Dak Prescott has 822 attempts out of play action for his career, 562 completions. He's thrown 48 touchdowns to only 11 interceptions while utilizing play action.
Mm. Just like we said, man, we know that Dak is good and effective at this. With his back to the line of scrimmage, he good at it, man. Just let the man play. Let him do what he's good at instead of trying to change him into something else. That's what's gonna hold us back. That's what's gonna keep us from getting to the promised land, getting to where we want to be.
Right. Because listen, and this is not a knock on Dak Prescott. I do not want him to really be a drop back passer, especially not in this modern NFL. It's to the point where the statue-like quarterbacks are being driven out of the league. Even the guys that your prototypical big body quarterback with the strong arm, they can run too.
Yeah,
like they're getting on the edge. They're throwing outside of the pocket. They're in scramble drill. They're making things up on the move. And that's something that Dak Prescott has been very adept at doing since his days in college. Yeah. So I don't understand. Listen, these are great numbers, right? But this is for proper context. You're like, well, Dak Prescott's real good at it, so they must do play action a lot, then, right?
No,
they don't.
Unfortunately.
So this is what I have jotted down here. It said for his career, Dak Prescott has a 68.3 completion percentage on play action passes. Despite Dak Prescott's efficiency when utilizing play action passes, he has never been top 5 in play action attempts. Never.
That don't even make no sense. Don't even make no sense. We ain't just talking about the numbers. We talking about the way the player is used. That's OC work. You know what I'm saying? How you don't feature something that he does well. Y'all look at analytics too. Y'all look at numbers too. You know what I'm saying? We're not the only ones looking at these numbers. Where were y'all antennas at when Dak was cooking doing all this stuff and nobody had a bright idea to say, hey, maybe we should feature this sometime. Maybe we should do this more. That makes no sense, man.
And so I have some further context for you that's not actually shown on this page here. Justin Herbert led the entire NFL in play action attempts last year. He had 201, right? Kirk Cousins had 188 attempts. Tua, who a lot of people are trying to say now are better than Dak, had 171 attempts. Jared Goff, who had his best season since joining the Detroit Lions, had 156. Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are both tied for 5th most play action attempts with 154. So, like all the elite quarterbacks are using it. Jalen Hurts, right? Y'all were raving about Jalen Hurts. He had 146 attempts out of play action last year.
And we ain't even gonna talk about his RPO percentage.
Right, like his RPO percentage is through the roof. So like I don't even have that one pulled up, but we all know the Philadelphia Eagles had the most RPO pass attempts, in the NFL.
And which makes sense if he runs it well. He's a mobile quarterback, so they run RPOs a lot. That makes sense. That makes sense, man.
But yeah, I'm just looking at this overall, like, and listen, play action. You usually get some great looks out of play action. You usually can run some flood concepts, level concepts, shot plays off of play action to get the quarterback some effective, high percentage throws. And listen, there's nothing wrong with that because even the guys that are quote unquote elite quarterbacks are getting a lot of play action uses. When I say Patrick Mahomes was the league MVP, he was 5th in play action last year.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's a gimmicky play. Like when you're a good quarterback, you should get these opportunities to utilize play action.
What's crazy is we had 2 good running backs last year and we still didn't do play action. like what are we gonna do, man? I know Mike McCarthy gonna use it. I tell you that. Even with not as good of a backfield, he's still gonna use play action. Mike McCarthy gonna do what's common sense, man. He ain't trying to reinvent the wheel. He gonna do what's effective. And you best believe I think he fired his analytic guy, but hopefully he look at these numbers and still refer to him like, well, Dak shines in this. And then we already seen that he told Dak to take out whatever he's iffy about. So it's going to pretty much align with where his abilities is compared to how Kellen Moore was doing things.
Right, indeed. So, yeah, and, I just like giving proper context to this. You're like, well, what's the big deal? Well, look, Patrick Mahomes was 5th last year. The year before that, he was 2nd. The year Before that, in 2020, when they went back to the Super Bowl, right? Let me see where he ranked in. He was second that year too. So like that, like listen, if Patrick Mahomes is doing it, I want my quarterback to do it. And I'm not talking. And listen, I'm just saying, like he is
Yeah.
the quote unquote the best quarterback in the league. And we're not even asking him to. We're not even asking him to do anything out of the ordinary. We're not asking Dak Prescott to stand on one leg and throw the ball 60 yards down the field. We just said he should do more play action.
Yeah. That's right. No, you said it. Because if he's successful at it, not saying that Dak is Patrick Mahomes, but we talking about what he's doing to be successful. This is a copycat league. Most people should be trying to do their own version of what he's doing at the very least, right?
Mm-hmm. 2019, when Patrick Mahomes won his first Super Bowl, he was sixth in play action usage, had 153. The quarterback who he played in the Super Bowl, Jimmy Garoppolo, was right ahead of him with 155 play action passes.
Yeah, yeah.
So listen, play action. They say the run game is the quarterback's best friend. The reason for that is one, it usually makes the defense have to account for the run game. It gives you some basic coverages. So when the time is right, you can play action off of it. So like you said before, landlord, with us having one of the better running attacks in the NFL for majority of the season, it's really sad that Dak Prescott has not gotten the opportunities to utilize play action as much as these other quarterbacks have.
Shameful. It makes no sense. That's what it is. It makes no sense, and you can't make it make sense. Like it was still some Kellen Moore apologies. They act like they Dak truthers. They say, "Oh, it wasn't Kellen, it was Dak." Well, what your response is to some of these numbers that we present to you, showing you that he was obviously not using Dak right? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your response to stuff like this when credible people go in depth and show you why this stuff wasn't effective when they was using it with Dak Prescott? Like, I don't understand where they get it.
Right. And listen, man, some people are going to be stuck in their ways. Some people want to believe what they want to believe. But I have no agenda. My agenda is for the Dallas Cowboys to win a sixth Super Bowl. So I'm not going to just come on here and put numbers together, just for the sake of something. I found what Dak Prescott is good at. I realized they are not using it a lot, and that's why we're sitting here talking about it. Another thing, and this is not just something that Dak Prescott is necessarily excels at, because everybody excels in the screen game, right?
Yeah.
Like screen games should be gimmies. Look at Dak Prescott and his rankings in terms of screen passes.
Well, screen's been gone from this team, man.
Listen, we were never a team that use high volume screens, despite the fact that they're layups, so to speak. Dak Prescott only had 34 in 2016 when we talk about using a screen pass. That was 21st in the entire NFL. 2017, he had 29 attempts. Well, that's good for 29th in the NFL.
That's Scott Linehan now.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Linehan was stale too.
2018, he had 58 attempts. That's actually higher than I expected. That was 13th. Still not as high as you should be. 2019, 36 attempts. That was 22nd. I did not count the 2020 seasons for obvious reasons. 2021, he had 60 attempts. That was 12th. 27 attempts in last year. That was good for 30th.
That's strange too. When you got a player who can make plays in open space like Tony Pollard. Like, why are you not getting him screens? We was gangster with Zeke with screens. Just imagine you get Tony on screens like that, giving him open space where he can be twitchy and kill these boys' ankles. Like, man, I don't even understand why he ain't got a couple of screen attempts. I wish we could see how many times they use the screen with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, get specific with it. Like, I bet money it was probably an alarming amount that he should have been doing way, way more. So these are just elementary things, man. If you see this stuff working, why not do it more? Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't think y'all understand this. This is simple. Like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. If you see something being successful, you add on to it. You build off of it. He just go and do a whole nother play. It's crazy.
Yes, it is. And also, I be saying, hey, if Patrick Mahomes does it, I want to do it. Well, did you know that Patrick Mahomes was fourth in the entire league in screen attempts last year? They threw 83 screens last year. Right, the Kansas City Chiefs ran 80. Well, for Patrick Mahomes, 83 of his pass attempts were screens. So that was fourth. So you know what I'm saying? Like he was top 5 in both play action attempts, and he was top 5 in both screen attempts. Right? He won an MVP. And listen, Dak Prescott, despite the high success rate and utilization of screens by other elite passers, Dak has never even been in the top 10 of screen attempts.
Yeah. What Mr. Boxing Move saying 4,500 yards, 37 touchdowns was Kellen Moore not playing to his scrims. So what about how he was using Tony Pollard? And then what about Dak? All his numbers going down with Kellen Moore. What about that? What about Kellen Moore offense going down without Dak? So if you take that, if you do the experiment, you've been to science class, when you take out one variable, you know what I'm saying? You took out Dak Prescott, he was the variable, and now the offense goes straight to the dumps. That right there lets you know that it was Dak, not the offense.
Facts, because if you can only have a top 10 offense with a top 10 quarterback, then you yourself are not a top 10 play caller.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just told you, Dak made that. Well, I guess you could say he was using them decently. You know what I'm saying? But when you took that variable away, he went straight to the dumps. So who really should get the credit? Mm-hmm. Like that's what we trying to say.
And when you look at the utilization of these concepts, because these are easy concepts, like these are usually layups, high percentage throws, high percentage completions for quarterbacks. So you mean to tell me the two easiest concepts for a quarterback to get in rhythm, to get a completion, to get some positive yardage, Dak Prescott is not getting a chance to use these at a high rate like these other quarterbacks, and he's still being successful? That sounds like Dak Prescott.
And that's what we telling you, like, okay, he did good, but we telling you it could have been better. We could have went further. And this is what we telling you, like, it could have been a little better for us. That's all we saying. Like, especially in them key situations. Like, it could have been better. Like, the people that be acting like they Kellen Moore apologists, man, you can't tell me that you went watching them games cussing him out sometimes. Like, you like, what are you doing? Like, man, I think that's a collective feeling throughout all Cowboy Nation. And a lot of them games, we be like, what was that? And it was far too often. It was far too often. Let me know if I'm wrong. Like, you can apologize for Kellen, but you'll be like, even if you is hating on that, you will be like, man, what was that, bro? Like, you will have to literally ask yourself, what was that play? Why would you call that, Kellen? So I don't want to hear all of that, bro. Like, you want to try to make it on Dak. Of course, we going to hold Dak accountable too. But we just telling you that it was common sense situations and plays that he could have been making that he wasn't making. Just like 2nd and 2, man, like that's just a pinpoint that I can go to, but it was plenty of other situations. Well, we could have just did a simple handoff, a simple little dump off pass, and this man doing something goofy and mess up the whole drive. Like, he do that stuff all the time, bro. Like, it ain't like I'm making this up. They act like I'm making this up. Like, well, Kellen just did right, and then I'm just making up stuff. Bro, you seen it for yourself, too. I guarantee you was cussing at your TV, too. I guarantee you was.
Yeah, he said when you go from a top 5. Listen, if you have trouble comprehending what we're saying, that's on you. You should go back to school, read a book, do something productive. Well, you don't understand, that's fine. Just bow out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got this shit in black and white. If you don't understand because you don't want to understand, or you're dumb. I don't know. You're either, willfully ignorant, or you're not that bright. So if you don't understand it, that's fine. But we're not asking him to play. We're not asking him to be Patrick Mahomes. But what we are saying is the best quarterback in the league is getting a lot of layups, while Dak Prescott is out here trying to jack up a 40-foot three on the step back.
Thread the needle every day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, these concepts are easy concepts. You usually get mismatches, and you usually get a lot of mismatches when you utilize play action. Teams are getting sucked in by the run fake. So you got guys coming open. You got easy completions.
Wait a minute, man. Tell me, Montoya, why? He told me something that hurts my feelings because I'm stupid. What you talking about, Tom?
God, dog.
Y'all so silly, man. I can't take this on a holiday.
Yes, you can. You hear?
That man said he's stupid. Y'all crazy. But yeah, man, we basically just letting you know that it could have been better. Like it was more meat left on the bone. Like what that boy was, Randall Joseph or somebody. You remember that running back said that it was more meat left on the bone. That's what we telling. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, even if you don't believe, even if you don't agree with the details we making, you gotta at least say, tell me this. We can bring this down to a kindergarten level. If something is working, should you do it more?
Yep.
Let me know that. Answer that in the chat, please. If it's working, should you increase the times you do it?
Hold on now. You said kindergarten level. They don't understand what increase me. Should you do it more if it works?
If it's working, should you do it more? That's the most
yes or no
way I can say it.
Yeah, yes or no. Don't say but and or nothing. It's a yes or no question. and listen, you can't follow simple instructions. You need to bow out because this is next level football talk. And if you're the kind of person that blames quarterbacks when it rains in your city or some shit, then I just need you to bow out because this is not for you. So you can play Madden, you can do something else with your time and be on here with us.
I don't know, man. Maybe he ain't get no barbecue because he pretty mad in the chat.
I can't even see the chat, so that he mad about himself.
Moves, man, said he seemed like he's pretty angry today. But
it's okay.
It's all good.
Blessings
to you. Blessings to you, my brother.
You want a hug, cuz?
Blessings to you, my brother. Look at Elena, the hater in the building. How you doing? But yeah, we basically just saying it could have been better. Everybody says this. When the credible sources said y'all don't have no problem with agreeing with it. You know what I'm saying? Then when they come back and do stuff we did months ago, y'all go crazy. Hey, look what they said. Look what they said. We've been saying this.
We've been
did that research.
We been did it, so it's all good. All love. And listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's take Patrick Mahomes out of this. So that offended y'all. I guess that was the one that offended y'all. Well, you can't go from woo to woo, whatever. All right,
so Thomas said the mat was need a hot dog and a smile. What the fuck? Get that boy Glizzy.
Glizzy eater.
A Glizzy gobbler, I guess.
Oh my God. Glizzy gladiator. Oh shit. But yeah, listen, that's all I was saying. Like, listen. Like, take Dak Prescott out of it. Insert any.
Bro, quit being so mad, man. We just doing content, bro. We just talking about it. We can agree to disagree, sir. It's not a big deal.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, back to important things. You know what I'm saying? What we are saying, like, remove Dak Prescott from the equation then, so that will got y'all panties in a bunch. Insert any quarterback that you want in this scenario. Let's say quarterback A does play action well and he does screens well, right? Those are his two highest graded passing concepts. That you utilize. No, not RPO, not drop back, not 3-step drop, 5-step drop, whatever. Those are his best passing concepts. However, his OC only uses those passing concepts on 15% of his actual passing plays. Would you say that his OC put him in a good position when his best plays are not being ran at a high rate?
Yeah, that's all we're saying.
I say take Dak Prescott out of it. Insert. I know y'all fall in love with other teams' quarterbacks, so put Josh Allen or put Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Put whoever y'all in love with. At
the blank.
Yeah, and if I said, hey, he's good at doing this, but they don't really do this much, so
See, then that speaks to who he really is. If Dak Prescott ain't even doing stuff that he's good at majority of the time and he's still being productive, that pretty much shows you a lot. Like, really, it really do. That's why some of these GMs, former GMs and stuff, making videos about Dak Prescott saying, hey, he could be this, he could be this if they only did this, if they only did this. How many pieces that you seen people doing this? Like people been saying this. Like Dak, maybe they should do plays like this. A list of people been criticizing Kellen Moore in the way he ran his offense. So like we're not the first ones.
Right. So listen, you don't have to agree with me, but you don't agree with Kurt Warner. You don't agree with MVP Kurt Warner that said that Kellen Moore ain't shit.
You don't agree with Mike Lombardi. You know what I'm saying?
So just F us, but they can make it, huh?
yeah. Mike Lombardi called this man joystick. Say he calling plays like he playing Madden in his basement. We ain't even being that disrespectful. We just telling you he went good. but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm just saying, listen. They need to put Dak Prescott in better situations. If you can see that he has a high completion percentage and high touchdown ratio off of certain concepts, you should utilize it more.
Yeah. It's simple stuff, man. I broke it down to the simplest form. If it's working, do it more. that's all I can say. But what else? You got something else on here?
Shit, we're gonna talk about this is really the little thing for the concepts right here. So like I'm just gonna close this down. We've been through it already. You know what I'm saying? We just know that Dak Prescott is elite in these certain concepts, and those concepts are not being utilized.
And we ain't using them.
And we're not using them.
Unfortunately.
Sadly.
Yeah. But just like we said, it should be something that's easily done. But that's what makes it so frustrating, because this is simple tweaks that he can make. We're not saying that his whole existence was trash. We're not saying that. We just saying that it was some little tweaks that he could have made that probably could have got us further or over the hump. You know what I'm saying? Especially with understanding situational play calling. He's suffered in that. And that's huge. That's a big part of your success. You know what I'm saying? You can call plays great all day, and then when it comes to the big moments in the critical situations, if you can't get it done, you just hindering the whole team. So, and everybody criticized these moves that he did at these moments. Not just me, not just Landlord, not just Henny. We're not the only ones. Everybody had questions. So,
I'll say that boy entire existence is a waste. God,
Now he can design some plays decently, man. He just don't know how to call plays, and he don't understand the flow of the game. He don't understand. He can't read the room or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it just don't make sense.
No, it don't make no sense at all. And that's one of the things that I'm happy about. Moving on towards this new offense. So I really need to do some digging to see how much play action Russell Wilson and them did underneath Brian Schottenheimer. I think there was a question asked by Eli. So let me go to 2018, and I'm gonna see how much play action Russ ran then, because that's when
D Swift, a collector of plays. This boy is not a. Cause think about it. I tell people every time. Tell me, what was our scheme? What did the Cowboys offense hang their hat on? Let me know that. If you believe that we up here just making excuses for Dak, tell me what the Dallas Cowboys offense did well. What did we hang our hat on? Mm-hmm. What was our identity? Let me know that before you say I'm making it up for them. Like, let me know that before you even challenge if I'm up here just making excuses. Like, let me know what that scheme was.
And hold on, and at no point in life did we make an excuse. We just gave you the raw numbers. Y'all in y'all minds got offended because I guess y'all had a boy crush on the boy. I don't know. But y'all had. I don't know what was going on through your mind. All we did was tell you, hey, this is Dak Prescott's numbers for this year. This year. This is where he ranked in uses of this particular concept, and this is where he ranked it in the use of this particular concept.
Our only identity was curl routes, and that's a terrible identity to have. It didn't even work. It didn't even work most of the time. So look. Not only do he not do things that work more, he do things that don't work more. Like he ran curl routes more. Boy ran curl routes all day long. Then you seen on the Washington game, he run one route, it did not work. Then he come right back the next play and run the same play.
Mm-hmm. Also, to answer y'all question, y'all asked, hey, how much play action did Brian Schottenheimer do with Russell Wilson? Well, in 2018, the first year that Brian Schottenheimer was there, Russell Wilson was number 6 in the entire NFL in play action passes.
A whole heap of it. That's what it is. That's the answer.
That boy had 139 attempts out of play action, 98 completions, and he completed it at a 70.5% rate, threw for 12 touchdowns and only 1 pick. So that sounded like a play action. That sounded like a play action offense that year. What about 2019? He was there at the OC. Let's see. Did he continue to do that? Let's see.
Let me see.
Russ was number 12, which is still about on par with Dak. 139, 99 completions.
Hey, let's take a second to get a like break in here, man. Please hit the like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Make sure y'all go and sub to HTM Sports. Help him get to 1,000. I'm on a mission to get to 4,000. So we got goals to make, man. Y'all make sure y'all support the content. Please hit the like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. It's free. I promise. Let's go.
Indeed. So, so far so good. Looks like Russell Wilson got a little bit of a run with these play action concepts. Just a little bit. At least he was top 6 at one point. Dak ain't never been that.
Never. They ain't giving it to him like that. But like you said.
Hold on, Cole jumped in the chat. He said, y'all dig into Scooty's system. They had a Scotty, Scooty, whatever. he got listen, he gonna have to win a game or two before I get his name right. I remember it a little bit better, with a win underneath his belt. But to answer your question, not exactly. We were actually looking at different passing concepts, in terms of Dak Prescott. And since you're late in, I'll pull it back up for just 2 seconds, kinfolk. Hold on, I'll pull it up for just 2 seconds for you.
So how could you? I see a lot of people saying we had no identity. So how could you be using your team correctly if you don't even have identity? This is common sense stuff.
No, you can't. If you ain't got an identity, then how the hell are you out here putting your guys in a position to be successful? You know what I'm saying? That's an oxymoron.
They don't even know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't confident in what they doing.
So this is what we looked at. We looked at Dak Prescott off of play action for his career: 822 attempts, 562 completions, 48 touchdowns, only 11 interceptions. And despite him excelling at play action, he's never been top 5 in play action attempts. Also, we looked at Dak Prescott never being in the top 10 of screen attempts. And, just for context, Patrick Mahomes was in the top 5 of both play action and screen attempts last year. So that's what we're trying to say. We're trying to say that we got some easy layup ass concepts that everybody and their mama use, except for Dallas.
Yeah. But like you said, yeah, it's pretty much, it's crazy, man, that one of the biggest things Dak said on that interview, though, with the option routes and the timing-based system, I'm so glad that's out of here. Because think about it. Maybe the past few years, bro, y'all don't remember Dak being like real like improv and on the fly, throwing these scramble drill plays. Dak used to do that. He was good at it. Timing routes and option route-based system, that took away improv. So now he has to be on time. That what Dak even said that himself. I was saying this months ago. Dak said, now I can scramble around, and he said this on the last interview he did, man. Like the timing-based system, think about it. You ain't got time to buy more time. You supposed to be on time. You know what I'm saying? Like you supposed to be hike 1, 2, 3, boom. Hike 1, 2, 3, boom. You throwing the ball blindly a lot of the time. So now, if you give him a little leeway in the timing, now he can do stuff that's off script. Like we ain't even seen Dak doing stuff like that in a while. Mm-hmm. When the last time Dak did an old spin move, scramble drill, rolling right off 1 foot? Like you don't see Dak doing that stuff like that no more because this whole scheme is time based. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And when it comes to this West Coast system, you know what I'm saying? Like you'll have more opportunities for the scramble drill. That's what that is exactly what Dak Prescott even said himself. Like
Yeah,
once you get to the first one or two reads, then that scramble drill can kick in woo woo. So I'm down with that.
yeah. That's a big part of Dak Prescott game. Throwing on the move. Dak was dope at that. That was one of his best attributes. Like in recent past. You know what I'm saying? Dak can throw the ball good on the move.
Hold on, Moves Brown. You sat here and said that Dak Prescott's, stuff went down because of his injury. Well, we just showed you the numbers. Like we compiled the numbers for you.
They was always down.
That and
play action, I think he talking about.
Yeah, that and what I'm saying, like the year that he used the most play action ever was 2021 after he broke his leg. You know what I'm saying? So the last two seasons, Dak Prescott threw 20 touchdowns and 3 interceptions off of play action while completing 68% of his passes. So
Brian, he just showed you all the years. So how is you going back to the year he was injured? He just showed you all that years play action percentages. So what I seen you saying what I'm talking about. What is you talking about? Like this makes no sense. Like that's crazy. Like he just showed you all the years. So how is your point gonna be that the injuries hindered him from doing it? That makes no sense, sir. He showed you the whole resume.
Right. So yeah, listen, we ain't even tweaking on that. We ain't tripping on none of that. It's all good. It's fine. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's Memorial Day. I'm finna go eat me some barbecue, and I'm finna go to work. You know what I'm saying? And eat my barbecue at lunch. So we good.
Said better when he moves.
Oh, he said I must have came in late. See, this is why you don't get too crazy about stuff. You know what I'm saying? It could be just a slight misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? He said he might have came in late and didn't see it. So I feel you, Move Brown. So you maybe you didn't see it. So that's why I'm glad I ain't just get like, what is you talking about? Rah. This man went in here. So okay. Just a misunderstanding. He went in here. It's just a misunderstanding. So I'm glad you didn't get my blood pressure up. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Listen, I too must be a better content creator because I
you be going off, man. Hey, Miss Regina, what Miss Regina at? Cause Miss Regina, I don't want to take that blame out of the way. Now, if you can split it in half and give it to me and West Coast, I'd be, more on the side of that. But Miss Regina said we made you nefarious because they was like you was real nice at first, and now they said you been nefarious after a while. And so I don't know. Don't blame me. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know what you think about that.
Man, listen. Once you do enough content, you know what I'm saying? Like shit was gonna is gonna rub you the wrong way sometimes. Like, boy, I just sat here 2 hours put the shit together. What you mean? You
gonna be mad at them? But yeah, they said you was mad nice at first. Now you nefarious, bro. So hey, don't blame me. I ain't doing Miss Virginia. You gotta say ACM be choosing violence early. Yeah, he already done cut up on
I ain't did nothing. I ain't did a thing.
Miss Virginia said Henry had that cappuccino. Hey, they said the nefariousness is contagious.
Oh my God, they out here wilding.
All right, y'all so funny. But yeah, man, like all we saying is, with no identity, we won't be able to be who we should be. Cause you can watch other teams. I watch Kansas City and know what they finna do sometimes because they got identity. You know when they in the red zone, if y'all watch Kansas City ever, when they be in the red zone, you know they probably finna do one of them little flick plays. They'll do it like a little fake toss and then they'll toss the ball to the tight end or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they got them little trick plays they do in the red zone. That's one of their identities. You know what I'm saying? Like it's teams that got characteristics that you know, like, oh, they probably finna go here right now because this is what they do. Just like the Ravens. When they running the ball with Lamar, you know they probably finna run when it's a short, third and short. This is what they do. The Eagles, RPOs, quarterback sneaks, this is what they do. What do? We do everything.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
We do everything.
Smidgen of this.
We got a mixed bag. You know what I'm saying?
Real
Mike McCarthy finna have him an identity. You better believe that.
Mm-hmm. And listen, I think it's set up for us to go to the power run, utilize play action, run some flood concepts behind it. That's really the Colin Carter, Brian Schottenheimer. And I feel that way from what the hell that Jalen Tolbert said. He came on the show. He said downfield passing.
He said that quick too.
He said, yeah.
He said, what you think about the West Coast offense? It's downfield. He said that absolutely like first, like ASAP.
Yeah, he hurry up, clear that up. I said,
it's downfield.
I'll talk about in breaking. I'll talk about in breaking right. I said downfield. Like, nah, nigga, I ain't run none of that shit. Throw it up.
Yeah. He said, the tush push. Well, Miss Elder Lockhart, we know what the Eagles do. We know what a lot of these teams do. We know what Buffalo do. They run with them, Josh Allen and on the short, third and shorts and stuff. They be running him. Like, we don't know what we gonna do on the third down. Tell the truth, y'all. We don't have a clue what the Cowboys about to do on like a third and short or third and long. We like, Lord, just hope you get it. More than likely, probably like a Dalton Schultz little turnaround or something, sitting in the zone or something.
All curls. You lie. I know exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna do all curls. They're gonna be like a yard short, and we're gonna punt.
They gonna run it shorter than the sticks too. That's crazy. That's crazy.
You need 10 yards. You run a 7-yard girl. Like, go get the rest of it.
Like, look, this is what I'm saying, y'all. I promise y'all, I have no agendas. I'm just talking about the truth, man. If you truly watch this game, you cannot tell me you didn't feel this way. Like, they be thinking that I'm be low-key trying to just take over Dak. Bro, I'm telling you how I truly feel when I'm watching this game. I sit up here like, man, what is we finna do, Lord? Come on, Kellen Moore. I'm up here like, I ain't even saying, come on, Cowboys. Come on, Kellen. What you finna do? I'm talking to Kellen the whole game. Ain't you? I be on offense, I'm talking to Kellen Moore the whole game. I'm like, when they do run the ball, it just be straight through the middle.
Hey, bro, Kelvin Joseph just shared our whatchamacallit.
What?
The show that I did with Law and West Coast. He said bad clout.
Oh, what that mean? He dissing?
I guess so. I don't know.
Dang, he's sending shots.
I'm finna go look at this shit.
Hey, you done made Mama, we made it.
Mm-hmm.
HTM finna go up.
I'll say
Twitter followers finna go up, boy.
I just want to know why I need to mention a backup player for cloud. I don't know.
Ah, man, don't do that.
I'm just saying.
He said y'all clouding.
He said bad clout.
Bro, Law might got more clout than he doing.
Calm down, landlord. Calm down. God damn.
Law and West together. Y'all in trouble.
Oh no.
Compton and Long Beach together, man. You know we in trouble. That boy better quit playing, man. What are you talking about?
Man.
Boy get booked before you. Oh shit. Man, we ain't don't talk about the guys. You know. You gonna get some shots back. You don't talk about my guys.
He young, man. He don't know no better.
He don't know no better.
That's why I ain't gonna say nothing.
Don't you know you gotta do a sit down, sir, before you get to talking like that? Man, you gotta have a sit down and have a meeting about that. Tata said, he said, y'all trash. Ah, man. Hey, and then Hen, you been cooking them though, so you might have went back and seen it. Hey, I don't know, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now we gotta have a live debate on the show. So what was that mess you was talking, Mr. Boss Man? Because ACM said you lost, man. He said you in the secondary, you lost, man.
Ah, man. What's up with your action, pal? What's up with your cuz? Man, that shit funny as hell. On Memorial Day.
Boy, that boy Twitter follower was finna go up.
Hey, shout out to the Donald Holmes for the 2 donations, man. I appreciate you for tapping in. Boy, I'm finna share this shit. Can I get that excuse Dak film Because I saw Dak missing open receivers and staring down CD. Well, you couldn't have seen that much since the man, he still completed 66% of his passes.
Man, y'all act like don't do y'all watch any other quarterbacks? Everybody do it, man. Everybody miss plays, bro. Nobody is 100% on open call. Even open players, I promise you. If you watch Patrick Mahomes, I promise the guy he misses open throws, open touchdowns. He do all that just like every other quarterback. It happens, sir. It happens. It does. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is flawless. You done seen Steph Curry miss open threes. It happens. You know what I'm saying?
They said
It just happens.
He said Henny about to get a diss track made about him. Oh shit!
He coming at him top.
Man, he gonna diss me on that album that nobody gonna listen to. They're gonna be one of the they're gonna be one of the hardest disses in America.
Say he can't cover. Can he cover a song? Maybe he can cover a beat. I don't know.
What's the quarterback we signed undrafted? I want to see more of his tape. Oh, you talk about the camp body we brought in? The young dude. I forget his name. What was his name?
I don't even know who y'all talking about. Who you said?
Thought was Waylegs talking about Cowboys when Mahomes help his team. I don't know what you're saying, my guy. It's all good. Hey, Joshua Fisher, what's up, man? Yeah, good vibes, good vibes. It's Memorial Day, man, so
Yes, sir. We just kicking it. I'm finna have to get on up out of here in a second, man.
Oh, yeah. Nah, it's all good. I know you got to do what you got to do. But I appreciate y'all for tapping in and showing love to the channel, man. Landlord, please let them know where you're located at, because I do know you got to get going, eat your barbecue, get ready for work, get this money.
Sir. Yes, sir. I got to get that double time and a half, sir. But I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. Please come holler at your boy, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share on the way out. And we appreciate you. Y'all have a good holiday and enjoy yourself.
It said, hey, indeed, he said, y'all seen KJ got that boy Walt. LL, long live Nag, Henny best to relax.
Hey.
Bet Cole, I'm gonna hit you, man. But yeah, man, we gonna get on down, man. Hey, I listen. I always tell y'all to drink and drive responsibly. But if you see an Eagles fan, Elena, get out the road. Get out the road, Elena.
Elena, you better watch out, Elena.
I don't want nothing to happen to you, Elena. You be chilling. So I want you. I just stay out the road, Elena.
Hey, it's above me now, Elena. It's above me. We don't know what's gonna happen.
But hey, for real though, appreciate y'all. We love y'all. God bless. We'll get at y'all later, man.